Have you ever had a door slammed in your face, only to discover later that it was the best thing that could have happened to you? Today, we're delving into the art of flipping rejection on its head, drawing inspiration from the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius. Imagine living in a world where every no doesn't bring you down, but rather pushes you ahead. Rejection, a word that often brings a painful sting, can actually be your stepping stone to greatness. It's not about deceiving fate. It's about recognizing that sometimes the universe's no is just a disguised yes for something much greater. So if you're feeling overlooked, ignored, or undervalued, it's time to change your perspective. In this video, we'll explore 13 impactful lessons that empower you to harness the energy of rejection. We're not just discussing theories. These are actionable strategies you can implement in your everyday life. Before we dive in, let's ensure this wisdom spreads to as many people as possible. Hit that like button and ring the notification bell. Doing so signals to YouTube that you find value in our discussions. Now, let's embark on this transformative journey together. Are you ready to turn your rejections into your greatest triumphs? Ignore them. When life turns a cold shoulder and shows you indifference, don't shrink back. Rise above it. Ignoring those who ignore you isn't petty. It's a powerful assertion of your self-worth. Picture this. Someone decides you're not worth their time. That's their loss, not yours. By choosing not to engage, you're affirming, I am worth more. It's like holding up a mirror to them, silently reflecting their behavior and demonstrating that you're unaffected. How can you achieve this without succumbing to bitterness? Focus on your life, goals, and happiness. Engage in activities that enrich your soul, be it reading, sports, learning something new, or simply enjoying the company of those who do appreciate you. This isn't about getting back at someone. It's about reclaiming your energy and investing it where it truly counts. Sure, it can sting when someone dismisses you, but instead of wallowing in that pain, let it serve as a catalyst for growth. Build a fortress of self-respect and let their indifference bounce off it. You're not just surviving their rejection, you're thriving in spite of it. This mindset demonstrates emotional maturity and speaks volumes about your inner strength. Always remember, your worth doesn't diminish based on someone else's inability to recognize it. Stay true to yourself and let your actions resonate louder than their silence. Don't react emotionally. Rejection can sting and tempt you to react with emotional outbursts. But here's a secret weapon from the Stoic playbook: calmness. When someone brushes you off, it's easy to let frustration or sadness take the wheel. Stoicism, relevant even today, advocates for a composed and thoughtful response. This doesn't mean suppressing your feelings, it means refusing to let them dictate your actions. When faced with indifference, rather than getting upset or seeking validation, take a step back. Ask yourself, why is this bothering me? Often it's not the rejection itself, but our insecurities that cause the most hurt. Here's where we get practical. When ignored, breathe. Reflect on why this moment doesn't define you. It's just that, a moment. Stoicism teaches us to focus on our actions and responses, not on others' behaviors. So, stay polite and kind. If you choose to reach out, do so with genuine concern, not expectation. This approach isn't about being passive. It's about mastering your emotions. Your self-worth isn't tied to someone else's approval. Your power lies in your response, not in how others treat you. That's a game changer. Embracing this mindset isn't easy, but it's transformative. When you cultivate calmness in the face of rejection, you're not merely coping. You're thriving. You're becoming someone who can face rejection and use it as a stepping stone for personal growth. That's the Stoic way. Remove them from your mind. When rejection hits, mastering the art of detachment becomes a crucial tool in your arsenal. This doesn't mean forgetting the hurt or pretending the rejection didn't affect you. Instead, it's about channeling that experience into something transformative. Start by acknowledging the rejection. Feel its impact, but don't let it anchor your thoughts. Like a skilled sailor navigating rough waters, use the waves to guide you forward instead of capsizing your boat. Transforming rejection requires a shift in perspective. Visualize rejection, not as a roadblock, but as a detour sign leading you toward new opportunities and paths. Engage in activities that uplift your spirit and broaden your horizons. Dive into a challenging book, take on a sport that pushes your limits, or volunteer in a community project that offers fresh perspectives. These aren't mere distractions, they are stepping stones to self-discovery and growth. Each new experience carves out a part of you, making you more resilient and adaptable. Additionally, cultivate a circle of positivity. Surround yourself with those who uplift and inspire you. In their presence, share your aspirations and listen to theirs. Such interactions foster an environment where mutual growth flourishes. Remember, rejection isn't a reflection of your worth. It's an invitation to rediscover and reinvent yourself. As you navigate this journey, you'll realize that what once felt like a painful rejection was, in fact, a nudge toward a more fulfilling path. Demonstrate your value. Rejection stings, but it's also a test of your resilience. Instead of wilting under its weight, view it as an opportunity to showcase your grit. The next time you find yourself sidestepped in a meeting or overlooked for a promotion, take a deep breath. Rather than spiraling into self-pity or bitterness, channel that energy into productive action. Focus on a project that highlights your skills or volunteer to lead a new initiative. Your worth isn't diminished by others' oversight. It's a chance to shine even brighter, undeterred by the shadows of dismissal. Remember the saying, when one door closes, another opens. That's not just idle chatter. It's a blueprint for action. Rejection doesn't reflect your worth. It redirects you to where your talents are needed most. If you're passed over for a role, perhaps it's the universe steering you towards something that aligns better with your passions and skills. Use this as a catalyst for reassessment. What are your core strengths? How can you pivot to maximize them? It's about crafting your success story, where every setback sets the stage for a comeback. This isn't about plastering on a smile over disappointment. It's about embracing the full range of emotions and then moving forward with grace. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our actions and reactions. When faced with rejection, practice empathy for yourself and others. Perhaps that colleague who overlooked you is grappling with their own insecurities. Extend understanding, not as a sign of weakness, but as a testament to your strength. Learn from these experiences, reflect on them, and then rise like a phoenix from the ashes of rejection, more formidable and wiser than before. Therefore, rejection isn't the end of your story. It's a plot twist that pushes you toward becoming the most authentic and resilient version of yourself. Face your fears. Confront your fears head-on, armed with ancient wisdom and youthful vitality, and witness the transformation of your greatest fears into invaluable allies in your journey of personal growth and success. Cut off contact. Silence transcends mere absence of sound. It's a potent instrument in your emotional arsenal, particularly in the face of rejection. When you're ignored or turned down, your first instinct may be to reach out, but resist that urge. Embrace the silence, not as a game, but as a way to reclaim your power. Choosing not to react or flood them with messages is a moment to step back and remind yourself that your worth is not contingent on others' approval. This period of silence is not a passive wait, but an active time of reflection and growth. It serves as a reset button, providing clarity and strength. Setting boundaries is a sign of self-respect. It communicates that you value yourself too much to chase after someone who doesn't reciprocate. This mindset is not just stoic, it's empowering, conveying your confidence and self-worth. Consider the silent message you're sending. In a world where quick responses are the norm, your silence can intrigue and attract. It shows you're resilient, with a life filled with interests and priorities beyond this rejection. Prove them wrong. Utilizing rejection isn't merely about proving others wrong, it's about demonstrating to yourself what you're truly capable of. Transform the no into fuel for your growth. If someone doubts your abilities in a specific area, take that as a challenge to sharpen your skills, not for their approval but to surpass your own limits. Dive deep into learning, practice relentlessly, and showcase a level of proficiency you didn't know you had. This journey isn't about a grand reveal to skeptics. It's about quietly constructing a fortress of competence and self-assurance. Imagine the impact of your actions rather than words. Let your results speak. If labeled uncreative, embark on a project that highlights your creativity. If deemed uncommitted, allow your consistent actions to be your response. This silent revolution of self-improvement is not a battle against others' perceptions, but a quest for personal excellence. As you redefine your own self-image, you will not only surprise others but also reshape your understanding of your capabilities. Ultimately, the greatest victory is realizing that the only validation that truly matters is the one you give yourself. Go out and have fun. Life's essence shines brightest when we venture beyond our comfort zones. Embracing joy is a strategic approach to build resilience against rejection. The typical reaction to rejection is to withdraw, to stew in negativity. But here's a twist. Actively seek joy. This isn't about ignoring your feelings, but rather providing them with a new playground. Explore a new hobby or revisit an old passion. This act becomes a statement of defiance against the weight of rejection. Humans are social beings, and shared experiences hold immense power. Remember the value of your tribe in navigating rejection. Invite friends for a hike, join a community project, or share a meal. These moments of connection uplift your spirits and reaffirm your place within the larger tapestry of human interaction. Each laugh, each shared story, is a reminder that you are more than just your setbacks. You're part of a narrative that thrives on connection and shared resilience. Build your social status. Imagine being in a room where you feel ignored, almost invisible. This moment holds hidden opportunity. Stoicism teaches us to turn such rejections into catalysts for personal growth. Instead of seeking validation, focus on self-enhancement and community involvement. This isn't about climbing a social ladder. It's about elevating your personal development. Engage in activities like fitness, hobbies, or career advancement, not just as tasks, but as tools for strengthening yourself. Share your journey not for applause, but for connection. Discuss your interests to find others who resonate with your story. By engaging in volunteering or networking, you're weaving a tapestry of meaningful relationships. This approach, rooted in Stoic philosophy, intertwines personal growth with contributing to the greater good. Your intention is key. It's not about popularity, but becoming a better version of yourself. Each step you take should enhance not only your life, but also the community around you. This shift in perspective is crucial. It's about witnessing your growth and helping others do the same. Act as if they don't exist. When faced with someone who ignores you, the strongest response can often be a quiet one. This isn't about being petty, it's about respecting your own peace. If someone chooses to overlook you, let them. Don't waste energy trying to catch their eye. Instead, redirect your attention to those who value your company. In social settings like parties, engage with those who appreciate you. Maintain professionalism in unavoidable interactions with those who disregard you. Keep conversations brief, to the point, and devoid of personal depth. This stance signals that you're focused on what matters, not on trivial dramas. If their disregard continues, Embrace the power of walking away. This is not defeat, but a testament to your self-respect and clarity of purpose.